Welcome back to another session of Get Down with Poetry, brought to you by the Downriver Council for the Arts and featuring the Downriver Poets and Playwrights group. My name is Dennis White, group co-leader, along with George Wiley. The Downriver Poets are a long-established writing group in Wyandotte. April is National Poetry Month, and we celebrate this month by writing, reading, and sharing poetry. Carl Sandburg said, "Poetry is an echo asking a shadow to dance." Poetry enriches our lives and our culture. Pick up a poetry book and share it with others. It is our hope that this program will be a blessing to you. Let us begin and get down with poetry.
Oh, the glamour, oh, the romance, oh, the grace and elegance, such verve and youthful suppleness, the rhythm, the coupleness, dancing with the stars, the music pounding, steps resounding, sensuous swaying, bongos playing, side by side they glide and shuffle, a laugh or sigh they barely muffle. Now they tap dance, now soft shoe. Is there anything they can't do? Do I speak of that recent show with TV stars and celebs aglow? Oh, no, that isn't so. It's late at night, in black and white, a movie from the past so right. She's so beauteous, and he's so debonair. She's Ginger Rogers, he's Fred Astaire.
She was swaying, I noticed, a bit too slow for the saxophone beat, not quite balanced on the stone bench, sitting in a surround of glaring Ren-Sen hot. A city wind cooled out of shadowy buildings, pulled at her slender form, shifted her cotton shirt off her bony shoulders, and lifted her light gold hair, sun stars at the tips, to tell her what needed doing. Her fingers tentatively found curls matted at the back of her head. Distracted by her futile effort, the crowd, the city, the music went into mute, except for this. The woman alone, tending to her hair, awkwardly moving her fingers to unsnarl the mass. Her cause was lost, as was the swing of the day, as was friending jazz notes. She had no comb. And would I have offered her mind if I had one?
Below zero looms like a ghost from the past. Media tweaks, how long could it last? Words pound at the brain. We all might freeze. Fear, 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 the airways tease. We are held in the grip of authority's hand. Must not, should not becomes the command. For the good of many, you will do without, while those in power continue to shout. Less heat is the answer. Be chilled for a time. Maintenance emergencies erupt, helter-skelter. Weather demons roam amidst those seeking shelter. The valiant know the job to be done. Brothers committed to work as one. No fear of weather from those bundled up tight. Readied in uniform, united in might. Winter's hard blast left many aghast. Research and records we will seek from the past. To whom do we owe this icicle freeze? Was nature the pawn or just the tease?
To the illustrious Iguana Isolda of the Park Seminary of the Cathedral in Guayas, Ecuador, to a Master of the Andes. Yes, sweet Master Iguana Isolda, the one who used to carry her life with great serenity. I remember when you, Iguana Isolda, used to go for long walks at the seminary park in front of the cathedral. You always walked with so much dignity, slow and majestic. You were always attentive to the tourists and playful children. They never annoyed you. Isolda, your face was always so serene, serious, and dignified. You always pay attention to the present moment. Isolda, my dear Master Isolda, you taught me how to never give up the wise habit of preserving peace, even though others can choose violence and discord. Yes, those were the moments when church bells would play almost crying in the cool mornings. Then the equatorial heat and the light of the sun outdoors would always protect your skin and body, Isolda. It was amusing to see you on Sunday afternoons walking together with the other iguanas. Yes, people would come to visit you after Mass. Isolda, your appetite was always satisfied with lettuce and water from the fountain in the grotto. Isolda, you were always self-absorbed in your own life that seemed oblivious to the neighbors and to the noisy traffic of the area. Isolda, my dear Master Iguana, I remember when my anger, my anxiety, and my despair were soothed as soon as I looked at you, sweet Isolda. You granted me your peace. Isolda, you told me that vanity was futile. You also showed me that it was important in life to keep on moving, even slowly. You told me that staying together with your own kind can give you a good impulse to move forward in life. Yes, Master Isolda, you have transcended time. You had so much ancestral wisdom. You taught me how to pay careful attention to the pauses, moment to moment. Thanks, illustrious Iguana Isolda, the very dear ancestral lady of the Andes. Thanks, Master Isolda. I grant you my bowing gesture in honor of your life, a life well lived by you, Master Iguana Isolda.
One day, someone said, we should make a quilt. Another replied, I don't know how. A third stated, I know a bit that I'd like to share, but it may take a little while. Humility and experience spoke right up. I know quilting well. Let me show you what to do. Time passed, then wisdom appeared and announced, this is something I love. If you let me, I'll teach you, all of you. Our group formed and decided on a community quilt. We commenced to sharing, showing, and teaching as the dream was built. Week after week was spent chatting about ideas for the quilt squares. There was much discourse about the images, history portrayed, and legacy shared. Finally, we began piecing things together. with great discussion on what colors of thread would be used. Ultimately, the thread that stitched it all together was love. Love of the sisters that bonded together as one towards a common goal, love for the community, love for the library, love for the community quilting project. Yes, the thread that bound it all together was love.
Thank you, poets. Those were really good, and that is just an example of what we do in the Downriver Poets each month, and in this case, working with the Downriver Council for the Arts. I'm George Wiley, co-leader with Dennis White of the Downriver Poets Group. We meet the first Tuesday of each month at Bacon Memorial Library in Wyandotte. Our meetings are informal and welcoming. We'd love to see you join us. Dennis greeted you with, "Get down with poetry," and now I invite you to keep going with poetry. If you are interested, you can contact us at denniswhite@mail.com. Thank you.